I got a drum roll for him though because I made this up myself earlier today.
What
I said,
okay, what we got?
He's the only pastor that you might find leading the pack at the roller skating rink.
Yep.
Or you might find him someplace else leading with all of the best dance moves. Or you just might find him doing his most important job. And that's teaching the word of God and leading others to Christ. Will y'all please welcome back to the spotlight, Bishop Vance?
Give it up.
Yes!
Hey, let me tell y'all something. It's well deserved, man. You are amazing. You are an awesome bishop. You are a great example of leadership and all of those great things. And so, welcome to Spotlight.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
And you super fly.
It's absolutely a privilege.
Very fly.
Yes. Well, you know, I'm a DC boy, so
Yes.
that's what we did. We were raised to always make sure that we was right. And so we're marked by that fashion that's in the fabric of the culture of DC.
Yes.
That, you know, we like to look good.
Yes.
That's it. It's mandatory.
That's right. Well, Bishop, I wanted to have you back on the platform because since you've been here, you pivoted a little bit. And, you know, I wanted people to know where they can find you on Sunday afternoons now. And I just wanted you to catch everybody up with what's been going on with Bishop and what some of the fun things that you've done since the last 3 years. You know, you've done some different things. So I wanted you to have an opportunity to come back and tell the people just who you are and what you've been doing.
Well, I'll be delighted to do that, but I can't rob the people without talking about Spotlight.
Oh.
Listen, as I was sitting there, I saw the spotlight, and the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, everybody want the light, but they don't want to talk about the spot they was in.
That's good, sir.
Because the spot that I was in made me carry some spots. And there's a lot of talk about the mid-'80s, you know, with the crack epidemic and all the murders that was in our city, the hustling, the lights, and all the, you know, fanfare. There's a lot of coverage on that. But they didn't cover the addict that survived it.
That's
They didn't cover the addict that survived it. So many that had become addicted to crack cocaine. And see, for me, I got to get honest. I started getting money and end up using and becoming addicted that I was so bad I would steal your money and help you look for it. Right?
Yeah,
so I got spotted over that. And I thought that I was different than a crack addict because I sold drugs, I kept looking good, I was dressing, I was getting money. And I thought I was different than a crack addict until when the shop closed and everybody was gone, I found myself at that crack table. And then at the end of the morning, I was broke just like they were and had to find means and ways to get more. And it was an ugly story. But God.
But God.
Right? Sent the PG County police at me to rescue me. And my life changed, and here I am today. And I promised God, I said, listen, if you get me out of this addiction, you get me out of this prison, I promise wherever you take me, I'm going to carry your name. It wasn't Mama. It wasn't Allah. It wasn't Futures. I called on that God that my mom and them used to tell us to call on. And I had the crack pipe in my hand, smoking, asking God to deliver me from these drugs. Have you ever been into something and wanted to stop and couldn't?
Yeah. Yep.
You see, and there's so many people that they may not have been addicted to drugs, but you're addicted to something.
To something.
Because when I stopped copping drugs, I started shopping, I started buying clothes. Because I tried to make everything about me feel good on the inside. Because I looked like Versace on the outside, but I felt like the Goodwill on the inside. So I dressed up my garbage can and I put on a facade. But I thank God that addiction broke me down so much that I can show people my spots. Now I can handle the light.
Amen.
I love it.
Amen. Amen.
Yes. And so when you got on here, you heard me say how proud I was and how thankful I was to see your journey. And it's based on the spots.
Yeah.
It's based on the fact that I knew your past, and I knew that you had a past. I do too. But I'm thankful that I saw God well, I didn't see it, but I see it now, the transformation of how God could take a person from one thing to another thing, including myself, because I was out there going hard with the other. I was slaying.
Yeah.
And so people don't understand that when you're a big drug dealer, it's an addiction as well. When you sell kilos of cocaine, you're addicted to the drug that you're selling, because it's hard to find another means to suffice that type of money. So you become addicted and you can't quit. That's how I felt. And so God saved me as well. I didn't go to penitentiary. I didn't have to tell. I didn't have to do anything but get a Bible. And so shout out Robin Bryant and her and Tanya Blunt. Tanya Blunt was the singer and Robin was the manager. And they came to my beauty and barber supply store and handed me a Bible. And that's all it took to change my mind. I read it. Wow. And so that's my story, and I admire yours because your turnaround is tougher. When you have an addiction that's pulling on you daily, morning, noon, and night, it's tough to get from under that and find a God. But you did, and you stayed there and stuck there, and now you a testimony to a lot of people, famous people, non-known people, myself people. Everybody knows Bishop O's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. It's I believe it's critically important that we as a people to continue to be vulnerable, to be able to be transparent. Those are the new parents today, to be honest and open, because everybody have a story. And when you're able to be vulnerable, it helps other people to open up, because you cannot get fixed what you won't face. And see, one thing about addiction, your addiction, it moves. You're addicted to something, whether it's sex, whether it's money, whether it's property, whether it's food, but anything that makes your life unmanageable, we have to be able to zero in it and make a change. But thank God, God used me all over the world. He's doing great things, but I kept my promise. I don't care where I go. Here's the secret sauce. If you want God to really bless you, and by the way, let me just push this in the envelope. Because you spotlight everybody else, God says, I'm going to put you on greater spotlight.
Yes, God.
Because you always reap what you sow.
We receive it.
Y'all didn't say
I
nothing.
received it all.
That went over their heads, Bishop.
Yeah, but it didn't go with mine, though. It didn't go with mine.
You know, you're in the business of spotlighting people and showing the love to people, and God's going to expose even greater, and I feel that in my spirit. So God is doing great things, man, in me, through me, with me. My ministry is growing. Just opened up another Maryland location in the Suitland area. And here's the kicker. I went to Suitland High School. So the school I'm in used to be called Lorraine. It was an all-girls school.
I remember
I know about Lorraine.
Right.
Yeah.
And we used to hit on all the girls back in the day, you know.
That's how I know about
And so
Lorraine.
now it's the Drew Freeman Middle School, brand new school. But here's the kicker. It is walking distance from where I got locked up on skates around Homer Avenue. Walking distance. I drove around the same area where I got locked up at. You know, it's changed a lot around there.
Yes,
They
it
done regentrified. But God allowed me to see the apartments walking down the street and made that left on Lewis, and I got jammed up right there. And I started crying at that spot because that was the turning point of my life.
That was it.
And now I can tell people, right, that the youngest, you ain't got to go out there and get money. You ain't got to go out there and do this and that and other. You can do it the right way, and God will bless you. So that's where I'm at today.
Oh,
And so we
amen.
grateful.
Amen.
We're really grateful for that. Like, your testimony helps a lot of people, because a lot of people feel stuck and they feel like hopeless, and they feel like a lot of the young people that I talk to, they feel hopeless. They feel like no one cares about them. They feel like they can't turn it around. They feel like they're too far out there, and they feel like they just don't have it. And so your story allows people to see that you cannot just turn it around, but all the way around. And no, God don't give up on us. We give up on us.
Hey, you know what? When my homie was talking about boxing, right? I was thinking, when I came up, I come up from the D.C. area. We use guns. We use the hands.
Y'all used to fight.
Right?
Yeah.
I think sometimes when the neighborhood's beefing, why won't we put these youngins in the ring and let them box out?
Because they can't fight. See, they didn't grow up like
They
that.
don't know how to fight.
They can't fight, see? God, I just saw the little youngest the other day windmilling in the parking lot with each other, and they was like 13, 14. They don't have what we had. We really understood. We went outside and played football, basketball, baseball, this and that, and they do this.
Yeah.
Right? And so they don't be physical. They don't want to be physical.
They don't want to
So
fight.
this is the fear.
Yeah.
This is from fear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We didn't have that. So we'd put our hands on you, and then tomorrow we could play.
Yeah. That's right.
They don't live
Right.
for tomorrow
Or
because
shoot,
tomorrow you
the
dead.
elders, you would make us play the same day.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
yeah.
going
know.
back
Yeah,
out
you
there.
fight it out. Go ahead back out there with the
Yeah.
same people you was fighting with. Go ahead back out there, and now they cool. They knock on my door the next morning.
Yeah.
Now we cool.
Yeah.
Right. We just had to get it off our chest.
Yeah, that's all.
And so they under duress emotionally. These young kids haven't learned how to deal. Even some of the grown ups haven't learned how to deal with their emotions. And so that's what we would do. We would fight it out.
Right.
And the uncle, I remember if you came in the house and you didn't fight it out, you would be drugged back out there.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, come on, we going
You had
back
to
out
get
there.
it.
We going
Yeah.
back out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, but what happened? We was able to survive it all. And today we losing these kids in numbers.
Yeah.
So how do we deal with their emotions as a pastor? These young kids, if they came to you today and said, "Pastor, I'm lost. I don't have no hope. My mother on crack. My father locked up. I gotta take care of my little brother, and my little sister, and I'm 17. What I'm gonna do?"
This one youngin came to me one day. I also got a church in Southeast. We got 2 locations, one in
Yep.
Southeast and one in Maryland. And the youngin had weed, right? And he rolled it up and said, "Man, can I come to God like this?" I said, "Man, yeah,
Yes.
for sure." He said, "Man, I can come to God like this." He said, "Man, you got to be tripping, Pastor. You lying to me." I said, "Youngin, have you ever, did you wash yourself before you get in the shower?" He said, "No." I said, "It's just like that with this. You come to the Lord and he'll help you get clean." But so many people trying to wait till they get themselves together to come to God. Right? You may never get to that place. But listen, let me wind it up because I know y'all got to go. I showed you the spots, right? Mm-hmm. Now, 2025, I'll be 60.
What? We having a party?
What?
Okay.
2025 going to be absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, I'm here
Why-
for it.
why?
I love ridiculous.
It's going to be tremendous what is going to happen. I can't tell you all, but you need to start getting excited right now what God is opening up, the doors he's opening up. I'm talking about exponential growth.
I'm here
Right.
for that.
I'm talking
receiving
about that type of growth that everybody around me going to get blessed.
Okay.
That's
amen.
growth.
That type of growth, if you connect it, you're gonna get the overflow. You know, when you're pouring coffee, you put coffee on a saucer, and under that saucer, if you pour it and it overflow, it hit the
Overflow.
saucer.
To catch it.
Right. So people just got to be near me. I'm prophesying in my own life live.
And I'm touching and agree. I touch and agree.
Yes.
I touch and agree. And yeah, we touch and agree. And so, blessed man of God, we appreciate you so much for being a part of Spotlight over the city. We ask that you continue to pray for this platform and bless us.
I want to know
going
on
in and out.
Bishop's long ride who he gonna be listening
And
to.
so, on your long ride home, you got an hour ride. You feeling good? You got one artist that you can put in, and you can't take it out. Who you gonna be listening to?
Oh Jesus.
Just one.
Just one.
For a whole hour.
Now, it could be a group or an artist. It doesn't have to be a solo artist. It can be a group.
That's a hard one for me because y'all know I'm a musician.
You in a good mood.
Yeah, you feeling good now.
And I don't want to sound selfish. Let me say it again. Y'all know I'm an artist myself.
So you saying you want to listen to you? You saying?
There you go.
Bishop, do you sing too?
You sang, Bishop.
What?
You sing too?
Do what?
What singers
I
out?
ain't never heard
What
you
Y'all
sing.
don't want me
Give
to-
us a little
I don't
something.
have
Sing
no
us out.
voice right now.
Okay.
I've
Seen him dance, and
I've
I've seen him play the
let me know-
drums,
Let me know
I-
now,
I've been-
because
I've
I
been-
come prepared
and
for
I've
everything.
seen him skate.
I've been-
I ain't seen him sing though.
But
Oh,
what
yeah.
I do know is that you are the most thoroughest, toughest skater that I've ever seen. I be seeing all these famous people
know.
comment, and I be like,
Let me-
everybody know you.
Let me give y'all some secret sauce about DC skating.
Okay.
Okay,
Right.
what it is.
Now, all cities have different styles, and I grew up to appreciate because back in the day, if you didn't skate like us, we called you a Bama dude. You had to skate like us.
we think everybody don't do
ain't
what we
want
do at Bama,
nobody
though.
skating slow on the outside and all that. Take that middle stuff to the middle because we
Okay.
fly. We put those wheels to the wood. right?
That's it.
And we skate on the outside. But here's the key.
What's the key?
Here's the key. Sometimes less is greater. If you
Okay.
notice, when I skated years ago in the pandemic, I didn't do one spin.
Oh.
I didn't do
true.
one turn.
He just did his little.
Right? What DC believed, the old predecessors that taught us, Camarama Road, those old guys taught us, whatever you do while you're skating, look good.
Okay.
See, because we went to the skating ring because we wanted the girls.
That's
I can't
it.
hit nobody. So it wasn't about looking sloppy. It was about, can I say it like I want to say it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Y'all sure y'all not going to
Yeah.
forgive me because I'm a
Yeah.
Nah.
preacher? They used to told us whatever you do when you're skating, look sexy.
That's it.
Y'all quiet in the house.
Listen,
huh?
Yeah. I'm with you.
I
I'm with
never
you.
used
And
to
so-
go to the skating ring. I couldn't go.
And
so
so
I don't know.
we didn't, back in the day, they didn't wear sweatpants and be all sweaty up. They wore slacks. They looked smooth.
At
And
the
they
skating
would
rink?
fall.
Yeah, they was all the way in there.
They would fall down in front of the girls and say, I'm always falling for you. So the secret sauce is looking good. See, you can do all the snaps, all the spins, all the turns, all the flips, all the twirls, and look out of control. So sometimes less.
It's better. Okay.
So you keep it simple but fly.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I really wish I could
Simple but
skate.
fly though.
I
Yeah.
can I just go around the edges and stuff.
Let me tell you about skate. Let me
Yeah,
tell you about
you ain't
skate.
there, you not ready.
I know I'm way over time, but I'm going to use it
It's
while I
okay.
got it.
You got it.
I'm going to tell you about skating. Skating is about, it's like life. First of all, you got to get rid of the fear of falling. People don't try in life because they're scared they're not going to do
They're
it.
gonna fail.
The shame in skating is not falling or life. The shame is staying down. That's a shame.
That's a shame.
You gotta get back up.
You got to get back up and try it again.
try it again.
The only problem is I can't fall at 60 like I fell when I was 20.
That's right.
Do you fall
Man,
sometimes?
yeah, I just don't post it.
It don't hit the same, do
It
it?
don't hit the same. I just failed a couple weeks ago and hit my shoulder. That's why I ain't been skating, because I got to let it heal.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But listen, when we were young, we didn't care about falling.
Nah,
we,
you get right
we were
back up.
fearless. We were fearless. So skating is like life.
I would love to do like a spotlight skating type of thing.
Yeah, we
Bishop.
need to have
Would
a
you do that
spotlight
with us?
skate night. Have
Would
a
you
skate
do it
night.
with us?
You
I
wanna
would
go with
do
us,
it.
Bishop?
Let's connect. Let's
All right, we're
party.
gonna have a spotlight skate night. Y'all coming out? We
Spotlight
skating?
skate night.
We gonna skate? We skating?
Do it.
And on that note, you guys, we gotta wrap it up. We way over time, man.
Yeah.
Y'all give it up one more time
Wait a
for
minute. I
Bishop.
want Bishop to tell where people can come on Sundays. How
Oh
we-
yes, we gotta do that.
Oh, we got 2 locations, one church, 2 locations. Drew Freeman Middle School in Maryland, 2600 Brooks Drive, Suitland, Maryland, 20746. And the DC location is at 3 o'clock every Sunday, 1901 Mississippi Avenue.
That's at the Ark, right?
At the
At
the
Ark,
Ark.
at the
Gotcha.
Boys and Girls Club. So I tried to make it convenient for everybody. For those of you that hang out in club and smoke weed and drink liquor, you don't have to get up that early. I can see you at 3.
At 3
said-
o'clock.
See that? You see? You see? And so this is why I
Yes.
say I love this guy right
Yes,
here.
he had us in mind.
1,000,
He had
right?
us in mind, girl.
Yeah, you already know what you got going on, right? He ain't judging you though, right?
had
Just come
us
on
in
in there.
mind.
And so on that note, you guys, y'all give it up for Bishop Owens one more time.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
DJ Uncle Fresh, you ready?
Hey, Fresh, take us out of here. Y'all had a good time? All right.
Yeah. Oh, did you want to?
Oh, real quick. All right. Before I go, I just want to say, make sure y'all lock into us, all YouTube, anything that y'all on social media, Spotlight Over the City. Lock in, follow us. Make sure you do that. I want to say, God is the source, man. He'll make you the plug. You hear me? I say, God is the source, and he'll make you the plug. Not lying. Check me out.
I'm still in that.
And so, love hard, live good, God first, Spotlight Over the City. We're going to wrap it.
Woo! We back,
I'm taking that.
I say this every Sunday, every day.
back.
God is the source. He'll make you the plug.
I'm preaching it.
Thank
I'm
you.
preaching it this
Are they
Sunday.
Okay.
You have any-
Y'all had a good time?